Growing up, it was never about what color are you or what religion do you follow. It's always, can you play? Most kids play it and most people get joy from it. Basketball is like the one neutral sport, the one vehicle that can bring them together on a fairly level playing field.
This is going to be a huge success.
My brother and I founded PeacePlayers in 2001. The organization has worked with more than 75,000 young people.
The idea is that we're creating sort of a grassroots base that's supportive of peace to put that pressure on politicians to engage in peace talks and to make things move.
You bring people that wouldn't usually otherwise interact into the same space to interact and talk about common issues.
You can't bring kids in, sit them down in a room and say, talk to each other, or let's re-examine history.
You know, if you're just sitting around in a room, then you feel all the tension. But if you're running and you're tired and you're hungry and you want to stop, you don't feel this tension anymore.
Kids between 5th and 6th grade tend to be a little more malleable. They are ready to learn new things.
You need to get these kids before, the kind of other way of being sets in.
The nexus between sports and diplomacy, sports and reconciliation, sports and leadership, sports and teamwork is really so critical to who I am as a person that I think this is one of the best programs you can possibly have.
The team aspect of basketball is really why it works. In order for a team to be successful, you've got to work together.
The teams are mixed up. These teams are competing against other teams to try to win and bonding over that. They're doing it with people that are unfamiliar to them.
You begin to see value. I can't score if they don't pass to me. I got to pass to them so that they can score.
You identify as your team and your teammates rather than a particular race or religion or ethnicity.
That builds relationships, and then they realize, okay, we can work through this other stuff and we can coexist in the same place.
I can't tell which religion these kids are. I don't think they can or care. They're just having fun.
I learned how to trust people, how to respect people.
I learned how to see people as people and not as objects.
That was, for me, what showed me that it's working. Seeing the transformation in their attitudes and how they felt and just their comfort with each other.
I found very little resistance. Even when, you took kids from, the black townships and playing against kids from a private white school. When the kids are together doing what they're doing, you don't find that at all.
When you see the Palestinian girls spending the night at the house of the Israeli girls, you know that things have changed.
More than half our participants are girls. They're so important because they touch their kids, they touch the families.
What is different about us is the places that we're in, we're there for the long haul.
Kids are always ready to open up and talk about things, especially if you set the platform, the safe environment.
Your job is not to get into the political situation. Your job is to create this space for people to be able to see each other like they see their other friends. To see how moved some of these kids are to love is really powerful.
People say we should prepare a good future for the young generation. I say we should prepare young generation for the future.
I actually really believe this is how peace is made.
No government is either going to be able to make peace or keep the peace if they don't see each other as human beings. And what better way than sport is there to bring people together and form those bonds?
We are!
It has to start somewhere.